Hey you, yes you, let me tell you something about life. People are quick to take things for granted, quick to ignore the value of what's right in front of them. And that's where you come in. You've been there, haven't you? Giving your time, your loyalty, your love to people who never truly appreciated it. But here's the cold truth. They won't realize what they had until it's gone. Too many people walk through life blind to the value of the ones who stand by them. The truth is, they're too busy taking you for granted. They think you'll always be there. But one day you won't be. You're like a treasure hidden in plain sight, and they don't realize your worth until it's too late. They treat you like you're nothing special, as if your loyalty, your care, your time don't mean anything. They act like you're just another person. But there's a deep power inside of you, a power they'll regret ignoring. You've been there, haven't you? Time and time again, giving your all, doing what you can, but they just don't see it. You've poured your heart into everything, only to have them walk away, take you for granted, or leave you feeling unnoticed. That's because they don't understand. They don't understand the value of someone who truly cares. But here's the thing. It's their loss. They won't know what they had until it's gone. They think they can replace you. They think that someone else will come along and offer the same thing you did. But they can't. No one can. You're one of a kind. And the truth is, no one else can offer what you offer. You give them your loyalty, your trust, your love. You build them up, support them when they fall, and you give with a pure heart. You don't ask for much in return, just a little respect, a little recognition. But when they ignore you, take you for granted, or let you go, it hurts. It cuts deeper than they'll ever know. They may not feel it right away, but in the silence of their life, in the emptiness that comes when you walk away, they'll begin to see. They'll start to understand just what they lost. And here's the cold, hard truth, they'll regret it. They'll regret it when they look around and realize that the people they thought would always be there aren't. They'll regret it when they realize that the person who truly cared, the person who always had their back, is no longer in their life. They'll start to see what they took for granted. The love, the support, the presence you brought into their world. And when they do, it'll be too late. They'll try to find someone else. Someone they think can fill the void you left, but they won't. No one else can. They'll keep searching, but it'll be like trying to replace something irreplaceable. The space you left behind will haunt them, because they'll know that what they had with you was something special. And now it's gone. They won't realize it in the moment. In fact, they might even be relieved. They might think that losing you is just another step in their journey, that they're better off without you. But life has a way of teaching lessons. Time has a way of revealing truths, and eventually they'll see it. They'll see that losing you wasn't a step forward. It was a step backward. It's not about being bitter or holding grudges. It's about understanding that your worth is greater than the way they treated you. You gave everything you could, but when they didn't appreciate it, you walked away. And that's not weakness, that's strength. Because when you know your worth, you don't stay where you're not valued. You move on, you let go, and when you do, they'll feel the loss in a way they never expected. The truth is, people who take you for granted are too blind to see the treasure they have. They only realize it when it's gone. They only realize the value of what they lost when the silence fills the space you once occupied. They'll realize that you were the one who truly cared, the one who saw them, the one who supported them, the one who loved them without expecting anything in return. And when that realization hits, it won't matter. It'll be too late. You won't come back, and they'll never get another chance to prove themselves. They'll regret not valuing you when they had the chance, and when they do, they'll wish they could turn back time, wish they could undo the mistakes they made. But life doesn't work like that. Once you've walked away, once you've realized your worth, there's no going back. So let them regret it. Let them feel the sting of their own choices. Let them live with the knowledge that they lost something precious, something irreplaceable. You don't need to prove anything to them. You've already shown them who you are. Now it's time to move forward, to build your life without them. They'll regret losing you too late. But that's the price they'll have to pay. You're not here to be someone's second choice. You're not here to be someone's backup plan. You're here to shine, to thrive, and to build a life full of people who truly see you. And when they look back at the empty space where you once were, they'll realize they lost the best thing that ever happened to them. And that's when it will hit them, that regret. But it won't matter anymore. You'll be long gone, moving forward, building your life on your own terms, surrounded by people who truly appreciate you. And they'll be left with nothing but the memory of what they once had and lost. They'll regret it. But you'll keep moving forward. You'll keep growing, keep thriving, and you'll find new people who see your worth. And when you do, they'll look back at their mistakes and realize, far too late, that they lost you. And they'll live with that regret for the rest of their lives. When you realize your worth, you stop settling. You stop begging for attention. You stop hoping for validation from people who can't see what's right in front of them. You don't need their approval. You know who you are, and that's enough. And when you walk away, when you cut ties with those who don't value you, you send a message. You send a message that you won't be disrespected, you won't be taken for granted, and you won't settle for less than you deserve. And when they realize the mistake they made, it'll be too late to fix it. They'll regret losing you, but it will be their own doing. They'll be left with nothing but the echo of your absence. And that's when the regret will hit. But by then, it won't matter to you. You'll be long gone, living your life the way you deserve, with or without them. It's time to move on. Time to let them regret their choices. Time to take your energy, your love, and your loyalty and give it to people who truly deserve it. Because you are worth more than they'll ever realize. And when they figure it out, it'll be too late. But you're not defined by their ignorance. You know your worth, and it's not about waiting for them to see it because you've already given them enough chances. You've been patient. You've been understanding. You've been there when no one else was. You've given them every opportunity to see your value, to recognize the loyalty and love you bring into their life. But now it's time to do something for yourself. It's time to stop pouring your energy into places where it's not appreciated and start pouring it into your own growth, your own future. You're not here to beg for someone's attention or to chase after people who don't see your value. You're not a backup plan, a second choice, or a placeholder. You are the one they will look back on and wish they had never let go. You are the treasure they never knew they had, and now it's too late for them to realize that. You have to stop being afraid of walking away. It's not weakness, it's strength. You know who you are, and you know what you deserve. So you take your love, your care, your loyalty, and you walk away. You walk away not because you're weak, but because you know you deserve better. You know there are people out there who will see you for who you truly are. People who will respect you, who will cherish your time, and who will value you the way you deserve. It's not about getting revenge. It's not about making them regret it in some grand dramatic way. No, it's simply about moving on. It's about walking away from the people who couldn't see your worth and creating space for those who will. You don't have to explain it, you don't have to justify it. The ones who truly matter will understand why you had to go. And the ones who never appreciated you, they'll have to live with the empty space you left behind, wondering what they did wrong, wondering where it all went wrong, and trust me, they will feel it. They will feel it in the quiet moments when they realize you're not there anymore. When they turn around and see that the one person who always had their back is gone, they will know. They will know that they lost something priceless, But by then there will be nothing they can do about it. The door will be closed, and they'll have to live with the weight of their own decisions. They won't be able to come running back, because the trust and love they took for granted will be gone, and no amount of apologies or regret can undo the damage they caused. You are not a revolving door, and they'll soon realize that. The truth is, people who take you for granted often don't realize the depth of what they've lost until it's gone. And when they come crawling back, it will be too late. The love, the loyalty, the respect they had in you, it's all gone. They'll be left with the echo of your absence, and that's something they'll never be able to fill. Because you can't replace what's irreplaceable. The empty space you leave behind will remind them of their mistakes long after you're gone. So let them regret it. Let them wish they had treated you better. You don't need their validation, their approval, or their recognition. You've already given them your best, and now it's time to move forward. It's time to invest in yourself, to surround yourself with people who truly see you. It's time to stop dimming your light to make others comfortable. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. And when you do, you'll find the people who will value you, not because of what you can give them, but because they see your worth in every way. You deserve people who appreciate you for who you are, not just for what you do for them. So move on. Keep moving forward. Don't look back. Don't waste another second wondering if they'll ever understand. They won't. But that's their problem, not yours. You've done enough. You've been enough. And now, it's time to give yourself what you truly deserve: peace, respect, and the love of those who truly know your value. When they realize their mistake, when they look back and regret, it'll be nothing more than a whisper in the wind, because you'll be so far beyond them. You'll be so much stronger, wiser, and better than you ever were when you were with them. And that's the real power. Moving on, stepping up, and knowing that your worth isn't defined by anyone else. You define it. You choose what's best for you. And if they never get it, if they never understand, that's their loss. You're already on your way to something greater, something that's going to make you shine brighter than ever before. The people who truly see you will come into your life, and they will treat you the way you've always deserved to be treated. And the ones who took you for granted will still be left searching for something they'll never find. So let them regret it. But don't ever look back. You're headed towards something bigger and better, and when you get there, you'll realize this was the moment that changed everything. And it's all thanks to you. You are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were when you first started this journey. And now you're ready to claim the life that was always meant for you. You're done being someone's second choice. You're done being taken for granted. You're ready for the life that's waiting for you, one where your worth is seen, respected, and celebrated. And when they finally realize what they lost, when they look back and regret, it'll be nothing more than a shadow of what they once had. Because by then, you'll be living the life you've always deserved, and nothing will hold you back. Now it's time to walk away with your head held high, knowing that the best is yet to come, because you know who you are, and you'll never settle for anything less than the love and respect you truly deserve. You are irreplaceable, and that's the truth they'll never forget.